Good, boys. We'll go over everything, don't worry. Hmm. Don't worry. Good, everybody. Good, JJ. Well, that's good, brother. I'm good. I'm really good. Thank you for asking. How are you, man? Oh, it's good, boys. So I'm writing out my pre-market plan, and I'll show you guys what I have written down. Key levels for today. There's not much. I would say just pre-stay low. Um, okay. So daily outlook. Put that right here. Oh, nice. It pastes. That's very nice. That's very nice. Pastes exactly how I want it to. We do have to look at dollar before I show you guys that. So dollar, DXY, similar boat. We're going higher for previous day's high. And maybe the VI above. So DXY is in a similar boat. I think previous day's high can be potentially taken on dollar, which is right here. So for dollar index, previous day's high. And also, this volume imbalance could potentially be a drawn liquidity for dollar. I don't know for sure, but we'll highlight that. For YM, similar boat to previous day low. So very simple stuff today. I mean, today we're just going to be going off the order flow. Reversal is possible, but I don't want to force it, right? So let's set up our dollar chart. So dollar inside daily FEG minus, previous day high right there. While we have YM inside daily IFEG plus, previous day's low. And then we have the main outlook for today. So today, hopefully everyone can see this. And that's what I'm going to be putting in my, this is what's in my journal, actually, literally. Yeah, I think I need to turn this light on. First, I gotta turn this light off. Turn this light on. Okay, that's better. Device, it's right on screen, my brother. Everything right. Hey, I'm gonna short right now for your account I got from the giveaway. Appreciate you. Good luck, my man. Mute the scammers. Who's scamming? Yeah. Good, everybody. How's everyone doing, man? Did anyone take a trade already? You can do the BOGO more than once. Yeah, and if you do more than once, let me know each time, cause I'll add you into the giveaway each time you do it. Assuming you use my code. Appreciate you, TV. I use your BOGO. If you guys use my BOGO code, message me on Discord. I'll add you into a giveaway. I think this time we might just do cash giveaway, maybe account plus cash. Use code. If you want it, well, I don't even know if code BOGO is a thing, but if you want to enter my giveaway, you have to use code Gatie. Bias, hopefully you can see it. It's right here. I don't want to just keep saying it, so I'll always make like a text, put it there for you guys to just see, take your time, read, ask questions. Yeah, I don't mind early shorts to previous days low. I'd still need to see my model form, but so Bailey. On the next, great option, great option. Shorts from the 5 minute FEG valid. If it was somewhere in here, yeah, super valid. 850 macro, sell side open, really good trade, man. Yeah, there's no rush. You can always just swap accounts. I know it's not as good, but you can always just switch through them quickly. If you use limit orders, it's really good. This is Nasdaq, yes. You're gonna short 930 open? Damn, good luck, bro. Let me open my accounts. Actually, let me lock in here. Um, in backtest, what's my win rate? My trade win it's pretty much the same. My daily win percentage is pretty much around anywhere from 50 to 70. Recently, it's been around 60. Like, I've been pretty consistently having a 60% daily win percentage. Okay, daily win percentage. My win rate, my trade win percentage has been around 40 to 50. Um, I'd say pretty consistently as well. My risk reward, recently it's been around 2.53. You ever post your lifestyle? I made a little post the other day. I don't do it often though. It's not really my style. Also, I don't really live a crazy lifestyle, I guess. You use Moose? I don't use anything. I don't use anything, just water. No tracing 1st of December, bro. Good to know I can choose one to trade. Yeah, that's good stuff. NBA is coming to London? Wait, who's coming, bro? Oh, wait, NBA Cup? NBA Cup's in London? Grizzlies was mad. Bro, why'd they give you the bottom of the barrel, bro? $600 for Grizzlies and Magic? Yo, that's robbery, bro. Bro, you at that point, you might as well just fly over here. You might as well just fly here and watch it, bro. You gotta have 1 day left on the eval. You think I should full put? If you have 1 day left, yeah, unless you're really close to passing, like $500 away, then okay, just accept the rebill, pass properly. But if you're not that close, bro, full put that shit. You from London? No. You're going in January? Oh shit. To New York? Oh shit. There, bro. I'll let you know how. I'm going in. I'm going on Friday. So guys, Friday. I'm going to New York. I'm gonna miss you guys. I'm going for a week. Skipping probably the worst price action of the year, maybe. Hopefully, I'll probably still be on trading my phone. We'll see. First time in the States. I haven't been that many times, but hopefully you like it, man. It's beautiful. That's beautiful. If tomorrow FMC full port, is it worth full porting? I mean, listen, you could make an argument that it's always worth it for evals. I didn't get one more payout, but I could get it this week. It's possible. It's not over. But I don't want to think about it. Whenever I think about it, I don't trade that good. So I don't even know where my accounts are at. I don't know if you guys know this. I don't look at my account balance on my prop firm accounts. I genuinely don't know what my balance is. I just be trading. And then at the end of the week, I see. Now, obviously, I know if I win a couple in a row, okay. But no, you're good. It's not that serious, bro. It's not that serious. I've done a pretty good job, like completely detaching. I have one goal, and that's just to trade. I have my goals next to me every single day, so I know exactly what I'm trying to accomplish every single trading day. And today I know exactly what today. I just want to take a really good trade, be patient, manage risk, make sure I follow the checklist. The checklist is really saving us. Well, we've been using the checklist for a long time, but any good backtest free website, you can use this one. It's probably the best option for free. Where do you enter the giveaway? You have to message me on Discord. I'll add you manually. Just you can just send me the account number, I guess that works. 9:30 open yet? No. Okay. How do you keep your mentality like that and so calm? It takes a lot of brain rewiring. I would say the first step is to first just learn your weaknesses. That's the first step. You got to learn, like you have to know what you need to work on, and then once you know, then you can figure out how you can work on it. Like you got to really just strip it down. That's how I go about it. Again, I'm not no psychologist, so I don't know if that's actually the best way. I have done a lot of reading that probably also helped. Um, but for the most part, if you have a psychology issue, your first step is to acknowledge it. That's the first thing that most people can't do. They always blame technical analysis. Literally, the number one thing people do is blame their ability to like read price. They're like, oh man, I gotta just add this model component, or I gotta implement some this strategy. Nah, it's none of that. It's none of that stuff. I did not pass my first funded. No, I think I lost like three. Then I passed. Then I blew two fundeds before getting payout, and then I got my first payout, something like that. So like maybe three evals and two fundeds. Would my win rate increase? Yeah, my win rate would increase, but I wouldn't be as profitable. No, just because the win rate goes up doesn't mean you're gonna make more money, right? And now, are you talking about just fix 2R without moving stop loss, like SL or TP 2R every trade? Because then I think my win rate would go down, or like maybe just stay the same. The free backtest website. It's called Trader Kaza. Where can I see the A plus checklist? If you want to join the free Discord, I always post stuff in here. It's right here, right now. This is the checklist. I also have a YouTube video on it. If you want to learn this, 6 criteria, every single trade. I'm telling you, I'm not. I swear to God, guys. I swear to God. If you are missing one of these things in your trade, don't even take my word for it. Go back to your losses and see if you're missing one of these things. I would bet you that most of your losses have at least one of these things missing. You cannot sacrifice these things in a trade. If you want a high probability trade, you cannot sacrifice a single one of these criteria. So, market open is shortly coming. We're going to go to regular trading hours, mark out the opening range gap. Yeah, 9:30 my chop. So we're going to be following safety protocol and 10 a.m. protocol. Can I read the checklist again? I have a full. It's my most recent YouTube video. I would just go there. Or my free Discord, you can get it really quickly. Okay, opening range gap. We're marking that out. Looks like we'll probably go up and fill that. So initially going into the day, I want to look for a short opportunity. Now, if we're gonna get an early short, meaning before 10 a.m., it's got to be clean. Like it's got to be clean, highs taken, volume balance, inversion, go down. You know. Otherwise we just wait till after 10. You just bleed your eval. JJ, bro. Okay, strong move lower again. Nothing really here to participate in. And there's a suspension block right here, but not the most important. I get the news on forexfactory.com. This could potentially go all the way down to previous day's low. I just realized I don't even have my accounts open. Locked in here. Okay, so a couple of things here. YM's going higher, dollar's going lower. So a little bit of lack in correlation. There's previous day's low tagged on NASDAQ. Not tagged on anything else, by the way. Everything else did not tag previous day low / previous day high. So keep that in mind. JJ, you can't even be mad, bro. You took a trade right before 9:30 open. How can you be mad, bro? Up by 1 point. Okay, I guess you can be a little bit mad. That's pretty sad. This is the Nasdaq opened here, yeah. So Nasdaq currently leading shorts, but I also had in my study that let me double check. This is previous day's low. It's correct. I had in my study that you see this blue line down here. You guys need to note this. This is Thursday's low. The S&P 500 has already taken this low yesterday or the day before that. We've never taken this low on the Nasdaq. Look at the daily chart. This is Thursday's low was taken yesterday on ES. So we could have a huge sell-off to Thursday's low. Well, not a huge sell-off, but 75 points. In fact, like this fair value gap right here might even deliver if it wants to trade into that. That's what I'm saying. So we could have a huge sell-off to what's it called? To Thursday's low, because that's like a six sister approach. That's what I had in my daily outlook. I don't know if you guys were even reading that, but I had that in my daily outlook. Yep, YM's going higher, dollar's going lower. A little bit of cracking correlation right now. Dollar should be realistically going higher, so a little bit of cracking correlation. S&P's at highs and lows. Hard to say what will happen. Personally, I like Thursday's low as a draw as of right now, but we'll have to just see. It's like this inversion will form. We're gonna get an S&T at the highs. There's the S&T. Pretty strong reaction. You could tape read something like this. Looking for Thursday's low. if we get the OB. We didn't get the OB, by the way. So working inside first presentation, we still have org not completely filled. Not that we have to see that completely filled, but it's nice sometimes. $8.30 open is right there. So this is gonna inverse. I mean, at least it looks like it. Okay, not yet. Maybe not at all. We don't know. Still kind of iffy for me. So playing it slow, playing it patient, giving it some time. Huge wick in here, 50%. That could be a draw. Maybe we don't want the SMT there, right? Maybe we do. JJ, you're making it you're setting yourself up to be tilted. It's not good. 931 short to previous. Yeah, we take it, bro. Off that suspension inverse, I guess. I don't hate it, to be honest. I don't hate it. No, the FAG is correct. You have to include the volume imbalance inside the fair value gap. I'm just waiting. No. There's nothing we can really do here. The way I'm seeing this is maybe we can run the highs and then break down again. If this wants to one trend all the way to age of highs, then maybe we take a protraction somewhere up here. But until then, for now, I'm more neutral, but I don't want to take a long. I'm more open to shorts. Like I obviously it's bullish right now, right? We just got the CISD, the breaker. It very well could just go up, but there's buy side. We also have 10 a.m. coming. So the interesting thing here, okay, dollar's more of in a consolidation. YM is pumping. YM left equal lows. So it's possible that this SMT holds and we go up the rest of the day. You know, this SMT at previous day low, it's very possible. You know, I'm not going to say that's not possible. It's very, very possible. There's no entry here for me anyways. I had an objective in my daily outlook, and I said basically, if price shifted bullish, I would expect Asia highs. Easy objective for today. So if we, maybe get a protraction model, we can look for Asia highs. Even if we get one right here early on, I would take it like right now. 3-minute gap here. What's something like this looking? Even the 3-minute gap as an entry for 2R is not a bad idea for a deferred model, but we'll see for now. Stay a little bit patient. You guys didn't know Alpha Futures, buy one get one free, and you get 10% off. Today's the last day, I'm pretty sure, right? Is today the last day? Oh shit. I haven't figured out what I want to do yet. The second account that you get with Alpha Futures buy one get one free, the free account, there's no rebill. So you can hold that account. Whoa, big candle there. A lot of speed. So we entered the 3-minute gap. No, we closed that up. 2-minute. Yeah, it's kind of iffy though. Just gonna wait. Still not clear for me. And I say that because, well, what's the draw? I still see Asia high. We gotta follow the checklist. The first part is clear drawn liquidity. I don't think, let's just say for me, I'm not convinced that it's clearly Asia high or clearly Thursday's low. It's not clear for me yet. It's not. I mean, it's not clear. I'll be honest. There's S&T on both sides. I don't know which asset's leading. If I'm being honest, I prefer the shorts. If I'm being completely honest, I prefer Thursday's low. And the reason I prefer Thursday's low is because previous day's high on dollar. And I think we got a six sister model before FOMC that would make sense. There's no rebuild. Yeah, on the buy one get one free account, you can hold that account, the eval. You can hold that. So 30-second 2022 model here, market structure shift fair value gap, right? If that's your style, it's not my style, but if it's your style, it's not a bad trade. If this was maybe after 10 a.m., I would like this short, but again, it's still before 10. You want to be really, in my opinion, you want to be really cautious for the trades before 10. Like, if you're gonna enter a trade before 10, you need to be really confident that it's gonna move right now. Yeah, you could also alternatively buy this inversion if you're bullish. It's not a bad idea either, in my opinion. If you're bullish, that would make a lot of sense that this inverses and goes higher. That's good for org. That's good. Or you set a sell stop right here. Still 50-50 for me. Price hits that price level. There's not really intermarket analysis supporting this trade. ES inverted. YM doing its own thing. I honestly see a world where this just all the way down. Like I see that. Like I'm envisioning it. I see it's very possible. But I am a little bit skeptical about that. Thursday's low, sitting at 2.5. Damn, 2.54. 2.5488. So it would be like 120 points away. Uh, Maybe if this candle gave the OB, I think we also could just consolidate here. So Maybe let's be a little more patient. Also, I can't decide on a color. I think the faint gray is good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here. What do you think will happen during today's news? What do I think will happen? 10 a.m. candle's gonna come. Um, it's gonna move higher or lower. Probably not that much. I don't think it's gonna be anything crazy, though. If I'm being honest, probably just regular. 940 candle broke you even. That's okay. You want to break even, right? So it could hit. Hmm. Disrespecting bullish FEG, respecting bearish FEG. We're definitely hitting TP. I don't think that's a good mindset to have. It's still pretty 50-50 in my opinion. I mean, look at ES. Literally just straight chop. If you look at dollar index chop, YM. I mean, YM's inside this huge bullish fair value gap. I don't know if that's going to be respected or not. I don't think anyone does. Yeah, it's way too indecisive right now. You gotta, it's gonna be clear, like crystal clear. Back into this, oops, bearish fair value gap. I feel like I have too many dotted lines on the chart. I don't like it. Maybe I just need to make this solid. Maybe that's the issue. Not actually the color. I mean, that's a little bit better. Yeah, that's a better actually. I like that. I like that. Along that IFUG? No. Again, I'm still indecisive between Thursday's low and Asia high. It's still 50-50 for me. I don't know which one's more likely. Obviously, if we get above this high, we're closer to that, but it doesn't mean much for me. I can trade news with Alpha Standard Eval. Yes, with Eval, you can trade the news whenever time you want. Bro is never gonna take a trade. Want me to take a bad trade instead? Is that what you would prefer? If I took a trade now, I probably would have lost. News is in 12 minutes, yeah. To get the two accounts, you need to buy one normally. Yep. So 50K standard, you buy that normally. Enter the code, get 10% off. If you use my code, let me know. I'll add you into a giveaway as well. And yeah, that's it, man. It's it, my brother. High comes in at 2635. Back into first presentation fair value gap. Look at the body, org 50, the wick at 75, failure to get to 100, and then org here. Makes sense if we get some speed. If we break down here, negative ones down there. We break below this low, should be free money. Well, really, you'd want to do something more like this. That's more structure based. We'll see. Inside first presentation. What do you think about the long at 934 solely based on ES SMT? It's not a bad idea. Um, but there was also SMT at the highs, no? So I think it's kind of difficult for me. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. For me, it's not a long I would take. This is electronic trading hours, yeah. Now with profits, nice, but you managed to walk away with profits. That's great. Great. To me, this looks like Nasdaq's leading shorts, and it can potentially plummet. The way I see this, like Nasdaq just refusing to make a higher high, and I think it's ready to go down. ICT has too many concepts to start. Yeah, you got to pick one. I would recommend ICT 2022 mentorship. It's 950 macro. We just recently put in an SMT. Again, obviously right now we're just chopping. Um, there's a volume imbalance in here. Pretty significant one, I would say. You think that long was the play of the day? Bro, it's been 20 minutes. 10 a.m. news hasn't even come out yet. It could definitely be accumulation for longs, and this is your protected low. Yeah, that's a very possible narrative as well. I don't disagree with that. Did I full port? If it's your, unless you're, no, I mean, should you full port? I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. There's an SMT there. Doesn't mean it's gonna hold or anything, but currently there is an SMT. Open here, open here. Suspension block in here. Blue box is a suspension block. Volume imbalance here, volume imbalance here. Two volume imbalances on the candle. Price is suspended between them. That's how ICT taught it. Back inside this same fair value gap. Now, if we inverse this, I wouldn't short it, but I would anticipate it to run below this low. It's not worth the risk yet because, well, it's still very choppy, still very 50-50, very close to news. So there's no trade for me right now, but if that did occur, I would anticipate this low. How many candles on TC and IPG is not valid? It's always valid. What do you mean? On eval, you can do whatever you want with alpha, yeah. Blue box is a suspension block. No, you're right. Yeah, it is very. I mean, yeah, we're waiting for news. Safety protocol. Today's safety protocol. Yes, if that's what you're asking. With the suspension block. Volume imbalance here. So think about it like this. If you have two volume imbalances on either side of the candle, that range from volume imbalance to volume imbalance, you can just extend that as one. Think of it as one large volume imbalance, pretty much. I don't get how SMT is working. Okay, can you see my right chart? Because if you can't, then I can't explain it to you. You have to be able to see the right side of my screen. So either switch to YouTube chat or move your device into landscape mode. Then I can explain that. Do I know SSMT? SS or SSMT? I know people who use it, and I've had them explain it to me. Sure. I don't know if that answers your question. YM and ES are moving higher. Dollar is kind of just consolidating. This is the 1 minute. No, dollar and YM is 5 minute chart. You took a loss. That's okay. As long as you followed all your rules, took a good trade. December 16 news is like a black to corn video. Wait, what? Explain S. You wouldn't want me to explain. I would go someone else. I don't even use that as a concept. So if we get below this low, I expect a lot of speed. So far, it's still just choppy. This isn't indicative of anything yet. What is YM? YM is the Dow Jones. Inverse suspension block here. Again, I don't necessarily think it's going to hold, but to serve its purpose, I will annotate it as so. This is a SIBI. If we're bearish, it should go right now below this low. Otherwise, it's neutral still till 10 a.m. This PA? Expected, man. You guys got to be patient. This happens all the time. If you're getting surprised or caught off guard by something happening in price, unless it's actually rare and never happens, it might be a sign that you could need more. I want to say lessons, but like practice. Like this normal stuff. This happens. It's December, 10 a.m. red folder. FOMC's tomorrow, right? This is why we have safety protocol. Gaty, if there's a rejection block on the hourly and 4 hour the same count, do great the higher time frame. I rarely look at rejection blocks. The only time I look at rejection blocks if there's a really significant wick and I use it for target purposes. That's the only time. Otherwise I won't even use it. So do I? No, I personally don't even use it. Made some profits with my scalping model, but still choppy. You long first presentation targeting org? Nice, bro. Perfect trade. Literally just like ICT taught it, 2024. First presentation, opening range gaps. That's all you need for the first 30 minutes. Trade it, you're done for the day. 1R, 2R. You don't need more than that. Any candles until you say an IPG is not valid. I'm not sure what you mean by that. It's not how the number of candles does not determine whether it's an inverse fair value gap or not. It's just based on how price, it can be one candle, it can be 30. Depends where we close in relation to the gap. What news website? Forexfactory.com. I think any stops higher and lower, stops here and stops here, I think they're both not safe. Not from 10 a.m. news, but like in general, I think they're both going to be taken today. We'll see. Like we just engineered a range. No, we're just waiting. Nothing I really want to participate in here. Some speed there. You'll notice this is a suspension block embedded inside of a suspension block. Kind of crazy stuff. I know. Or it's just a whole bunch of chop and you don't want to overthink it too much. Do you read the news or know what the market will do after news suit? No. I just need to know what news is coming at what time, and that's it. I don't care about the number. I don't care how much it moves. I don't care what people think is going to happen. To me, none of that stuff matters. The only thing that matters is what time the news is coming, what day of the week, what time, and what the news event is. That's all for me. You trade every session? I don't actively trade every session, but I have no problem trading any session. Like sometimes I'll trade a session. Like I don't show up every day, trade Asia or London. I don't trade in London because I'm sleeping. But Asia, lunch, New York AM, PM, and final hour, they're all up for grabs for me if I wish to trade them. It depends on the day. I'll always look to trade morning. That's the only one I actively show up every single day is AM session. It's my best session. But besides AM session, um, there isn't one. So if I feel that there's gonna be a lunch move, and I have more risk allowed on the day, I'll trade lunch. Same thing for PM. Same thing for Asia. Trade I take, you're gonna fade me. Okay. At least one of us will win. Hopefully. It would suck if we both lost. That'd be funny. I'm gonna remove this suspension block so it's getting a little bit sloppy in here. And we can remove that as well. So this is the range we're working in. We're so humble. Yeah, I am humble. I am very humble. It's important to be humble. Okay, Okay, might make a higher high here. We love you. Thank you, man. I love you too. I love you guys too. A lot of chop in the first 30 minutes. Makes sense. There's your 10 a.m. news candle. Pretty strong candle on. Oh wait, that's 5-minute chart. Not that strong of a candle. So right now, what I want to see, I would say, is probably something like this, or alternatively lower first. You look more at. I look more at YouTube chat. TikTok, a lot of trolls. We don't need to mark this stuff out. Let's keep it real simple. GG's to everyone in short. I mean, if you were in a short, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, so dollar makes a higher high. Dollar leaning, looking really bullish to previous day's high. Um, looks like YM is shifting lower. If YM trades here, I like the short narrative, putting a high. It's not that daily inversion. You can copy trade it. You'd have to buy a third-party trade copier though, and you would need live data, unless you set the lead account as a proper account. Bro, if you have a live account when you're trading, you don't have real-time data, bro, you gotta buy real-time data. Come on, bro. It's like $5. How are you gonna be depositing money into a live brokerage account to trade NASDAQ futures, one of the most liquid markets, and you don't have real-time data, bro? Come on. Deposit $5 less and buy real-time data. I'm here from TikTok. What's up, brother? $12. It's literally $12. How do you feel about? I haven't looked at the plan yet. The Tradify plan. Yeah, news came out. It's this candle right here, 10 a.m. So it's 10:02. Um, CMD maybe, bro. I'm gonna be honest. It's really 50-50. Buy side was taken on dollar. Previous day low was taken on Nasdaq. So a couple of our objectives hit. Low hanging fruit objectives. Remember that white box up here? That's a target for dollar index. That daily volume imbalance. Just because there's a lot, there's different types of red folders, guys. Just red folder doesn't mean it's gonna be like this shit right here. That's not always the case. Also, the hack is use prop firm data and then enter on live delay chart. Bro, if you're doing that, I mean, I get it. I get it. But let's be honest. Let's be honest. You want to be a trader and you can't even pay for real-time data. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's like trying to be a basketball player, but you just show up and you be using someone else's basketball every time. Like, come on, bro. You gotta just buy yourself a basketball. Like, why you guys do like it's $12 a month. TradingView Essential is like $15 or I don't know, $20. You can't make that investment. Literally the most important investment. The real data. Like, bruh, you talk too much. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Would you rather me just sit here in silence? I don't want to see dollar wick this. But that's someone in TikTok. I don't have a monthly target, but it is something I ask myself if I should implement. Strong inversion here with a CISD. Could be a good short candidate. Who are to those lows. 3.6 to Thursday. Dollar index can stay bullish, maybe. I don't know. It's been pretty bullish. The only issue is nothing else is aligning. Maybe not. Maybe ES will. Not shorting yet. We get speed right now lower below this low. I'll front run the CISD. YM's just going. YM's like slowly moving down. It's not really moving down. Close the door. No, no, no. What? All right. I like that. I like it enough. We get the CISD. I'm gonna send this all the way down here. The only thing I don't like about this is no, dollar's moving higher. This is a good trade. Yeah, meets all the criteria. 1050 macro. Everything looks really good. So all we need to try to do now is now obviously the TP will be managed, but what I want to do here is look for an opportunity to pyramid into the position. Right now we're only in with one singular contract, which is fine, but ideally it gives us an opportunity to look for a re-entry, maybe a breaker block somewhere here, something like that. So entering off the inversion fair value gap and the CISD. Dollar was bullish. Let me record this. Trading back into the inversion. Not a good sign. Normally, you just want to see this one up close candle and then not this one. But if you look at ES still looks bearish. Goes back inside opening range gap. So we filled that up. ES above true day open. So a really good place to look for shorts from. A lot of good confluences this trade. Really good risk optimal setup. Dollar is bullish. You can see dollar exploring higher. Look at the YM. YM looking really bearish now. Right, YM is giving us a 5-minute CISD. Whoops. So everything aligning in this trade. In terms of intermarket analysis, if you look at the trade checklist, clear draw, the sell side here and Thursday low. In this time, dollar index, YM, and ES all indicating that we're on a good side here. CISD, inversion for value gap inside the macro 10 a.m. power 3 idea, post 10 a.m. news. Filled up opening range gap, so deep premium above 2-day open. A lot of good confluences in this trade. Pick up here. I'm going to sell inside that OB. Stop slightly. YM gives 5-minute inversion. I'm up to 1R risk now. Now, ideally, we don't even come. I gotta remove the execution. It's just very ugly. So, don't want to see us come above this high. Obviously, it's all fair game. still. If you look at ES as well, like yeah, we got the breaker block in here. It's really nice actually. No, I won't go break. I won't go break even for a while. We'd probably have to get below here for me to go break even on this one. Take a look at dollar. So dollar's still moving higher. That's good. YM also pretty good. 5 minute inversion. Retracing. So let's see for now. Back inside the inversion. I was expecting speed off of this order block. I was wrong. We're consolidating, which is fine. Just gotta do some waiting now. I still like what the other indices are showing me. Like dollar index really bullish, like really strong expansion higher. YM retracing inside bearish fair value gap right now, so it could reject that, move lower. That would be a really good sign. NQ is a little bit more bullish than the other ones in terms of this fractal of price action, but in the grand scheme of things, NQ is actually weaker. I would say actually it's kind of hard to say that because Thursday's low is already taken, so I don't know actually. Tough to say. Yeah, if you're not comfortable holding, you can always just close the trade. Um, Not too much positive feedback at this point in time. In fact, dollar could reject this price level, but I'm happy with this trade so far. I'm content so far. No issues for me. Don't want to close early or anything, not yet at least. Dollar is moving lower from that daily volume imbalance, so that could be indicative of a higher high here. And then obviously Asia high is what I would assume. I don't think I'll terminate early, but it seems like that might be the narrative. You know, dollar retraces into here, therefore NQ takes out the high. Yeah, it also could just be sideways for tomorrow. But even if we are sideways for tomorrow, I think this low is like even this low is around 2R. So that's why I like this trade. Potential to go all the way to Thursday's low, then the markets are synced up. Um, Even if it doesn't go down here, we can get paid very nicely over here. Yeah, so the whole macro, unfortunately, just kind of went sideways. No real, no real direction. The reason I'm anticipating a run lower is because Thursday's low was never taken. This is the best case scenario, obviously. There's a couple of reasons. One, Thursday's low was never taken on the Nasdaq, while ES did. I want to see that get taken. Previous date low was not taken on the other indices. So if you're bullish, that SMT is good. But I'm not bullish. Why? Because dollar index is really strong, taking out previous day's high. YM, a lot of business higher. and breaks down. We never saw a run on sell side on ES, YM. So that's what I see. We're also inside of a premium, above true day open on ES, above true day open on YM. No run on sell side. On a day we're expecting, not too much expansion. So that's why. And then we just took out buy side here. So the way I see it is we set this range for 930, then we took out buy side, sell side's open. Where's the liquidity right now in the marketplace? It's right here. This that's where it is right now. Now, obviously, if today's gonna be a higher time frame trend day, then yeah, the liquidity is gonna be all the way up there, and that's our higher time frame days. So this is against my higher time frame bias, weekly, but for now at least, I think as low as possible. I have to see some speed. I've not seen that. Dollar index is moving lower, so kind of anti-trade. I don't want to obviously I could just close the trade here. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I should just click X. But I still really like the narrative, No positive feedback, but I like the narrative still, Like I don't want to give up on this narrative. So I think I just accept the risk and see what happens, Obviously you can close, but I like the narrative of Thursday's low. Maybe I'm marrying it too hard, but I like the idea. So I'm willing to risk my one risk to reward. To find out if my narrative will play or not. What I'm not gonna do if it fails is go in my journal and say, "Oh, I should have just closed," unless I obviously see something like. But if I'm just gonna actively make the decision to trust the narrative, or not necessarily trust the narrative, but at least give the narrative see if it wants to play out, meaning take out, move lower or higher, so stop me out or make a lower low. At least let it. I want to see it do one of those things first. This is really choppy though. I can't lie. A lot more than anticipated. A lot more chopped than anticipated. It was so clean right at 10:05. 10:05 was clean. That clean buy side run, huge candle, immediately displaced inversion CISD, respected the inversion, perfectly delivered to the top. A lot of good signatures in this little piece of price action right here. And then just flat, stagnant. Giving us an opportunity to close break even here. Dollar index is moving lower. I don't like that. If it gives me an opportunity to close break even, I might do that. Obviously, I'm going to close firstly. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Because dollar index 5-minute bullish for value gap. Is dollar really bearish or is dollar just retracing? Dollar still looks bullish to me. The thing is, dollar met its objective. So now this is a tough trade now. See, we're in a tough trade. We're in a tough trade. It's honestly a tough trade. I don't know. You can't go wrong with just accepting the original risk and saying, okay, you know what? I don't know what the hell to do, so I'm just going to trust the original idea. That's never a bad call. Closing a trade early is also never a bad call, If you don't know what to do, just close it. If I do close, I'm going to be focusing on this monitor because that's where my funded accounts are. This one, I don't really care what the execution is there, so little bit of a better entry on my fundeds. I got in at 627 right here. It really just comes down to like whether YM will find support inside this big 1 minute fair value gap. What happened after 10:05? I entered, bro. I guess I entered. That's what happened. Should I hold this? I can't answer that question for you. I'm trying to figure that shit out for myself right now. I'm trying to look for it from an objective standpoint. It's really hard to do so when you see the tick value going up and down. I don't know. I don't know if I'll survive 10 minutes, Ryan. Look, I'm really comfortable with the risk, so I'm not stressing about it too much. 5 minute bullish for value gap on dollar. I don't see why I would close there. Like, it doesn't make sense. We're going sideways. Maybe dollar have to retrace. Got to give it a chance, I think. Can't take it back? Of course you can, but what type of TP or SL? No in between? What? Who said that? Won't 1030 wick you? Maybe. Depends. It also could just span lower. I'm just trading alpha. I'm not trading any other fundeds in December. Giving me another opportunity to break even. Oh God. Isn't it better just save the capital for tomorrow? Dollar's going lower. I don't like that dollar's going lower. I don't like that SMT there. I'm tempted to just close this. I'm hovering the X on my funded accounts. I may or may not make the decision based on the fact that we just put an SMT at the lows. Yeah, I'm going to close that, guys. I don't want to be in this trade anymore. Dollar is absolutely tanking, and we just put an SMT. I'll take it. Break even. Minus 30 bucks. Now we watch. Now we watch it sink. Not it. I mean, listen, I should be grateful I even got an opportunity to close around break even. I should, Jonathan, I rate you for switching up. I rate you for switching up. This guy said TP or SL, nothing else. I close. Yo, good shit. Watch it go down. It can go down. I would be happy, bro. To be honest, I would love to see it go down here. I would love to see it go down. That's not even cope. Like, I genuinely would be happy. Anyways, it's just too much of a red flag. There's no more intermarket analysis supporting the trade. Dollar, unfortunately, is going lower. It's not going higher. We got an S&T lower with ES. That shouldn't be happening. Obviously, no speed, no displacement. The time of day now is 10:24. So if we're going to see a move, it's going to be 10:50 macro. It's probably not going to be now. So I'm very happy with the break even there. And it's technically it's minus 0.15 R, but I think that was a perfect close. You have analysis paralysis? I disagree, but that's okay. We don't have to agree. Did you switch up on your friends and family when you got rich? I wouldn't say I'm rich. This was my best year, but I'm definitely not rich. Cannot emotional TPSL schools your RR long term? you're, you're right. What's your draw? No, I have no clear draw right now. No idea. I'll be completely honest with you. It looks like YM wants to take out this low after reaching that daily higher time frame level. Currently, we're break even on the month. We took a nice trade on YM yesterday, but we had a bad first week, I think, right? You rich or just rich? I'm just well off. I'm chilling. I'm chilling, but I'm not. I'm definitely not rich at all. Not rich at all. Maybe at the end of next year I will be. Why do you think we have high resistance that we could avoid it? I mean, there's FOMC tomorrow. If you look at the, I deleted it. In my protocol today, it was safety protocol to begin with, right? Safety protocol for today. So FOMC tomorrow. That's why that price action on lower times looks like a long. It looks right now. It looks like it'll go higher. I would agree with you, based on what I see currently right in front of me. I would assume up instead of down. So Gaddy, hop out the GTRS, bro. BG, nobody has to know. I'm aiming for the 15-minute equal highs, 25713. Yeah, I like that. I mean, at that point, H is probably really adamant. So we finally get that inversion fair value gap. If I didn't close here, I would have just closed here. So I think my dream car is an R35 GTR. I think that's my dream car. Is that the speed? We have an SMT here. We watch this. No FOMO. Maybe we get a protraction model 1030. JJ said full porting this short. Maybe a 1030 protraction here. Or this volume imbalance delivers glorious price action lower. Did I get out break even? I would. DXY looks bearish, yeah. DXY looks like it's so DXY reached that higher time frame volume imbalance level that we had, and it looks like it wants to flip today. So I would agree with you that DXY looks bearish. So if anything, protraction model long at 1030, not short. Although there isn't really any level that we can look for a protraction from. I would prefer looking for a protraction model short. Sorry, long. There's no trade. There's no intermarket analysis supporting this trade. If anything, you got to be looking for longs. Although I don't really see any clear objectives, or sorry, clear setups. You could try, like, hypothetically, you're in an eval, long here, stop here. I don't know. Not the best setup. Alpha, buy one, get one free. Today's the last day. No, yeah, but nice. Well done, BG. Or JJ, sorry. TP, yeah, I think Asia High is a good draw, especially if we get above here. If we can get above here, I expect a free run. Or if you want the one-to-one, I don't know if that'll give it to you, but it might. Back out another contract. Year 4 NQ full port TP London highs. Good luck, bro. For micros or for micros or for things? What's the best alpha plan? The best one is advanced. The best one for you, I don't know. It could be zero, it could be standard. I use standard. Dollar's weak. Dollar's very weak. I think this is gonna go higher on Nasdaq. I think Asia high is possible today, especially if dollar can make like lower lows here and here. If we were to go higher, shouldn't we manipulate down to 1030? No, we don't have to. This was enough potentially manipulation. Something like this. No, I want to see it go below 1030. 1030 is right here. Even just filling the... That's a full liquidity void right there. I didn't even see that. So like this would qualify below 1030. If we get like an order block or inversion here, that's more like an eval trade. But for one micro, maybe to shoot for the stars, maybe. Because there's really no. If there was a fair value gap somewhere here, we could look for an actual trade, but there's nothing. There's just all this. There's nothing really there, you know? No, I'm not in this trade, no. So far, we have one break even. Mr. Peanut Butter? What? No, I don't trade supply zones. It's yeah, he says I can't trade MNQ or NQ. What do you? I'm trading NQ. The reason it says you can't is because you didn't sign the agreement yet for real-time data with the prop firm. You have to do that first. I'm assuming you're using Tradeovate with a prop firm. It's bearish, maybe, bro. I don't know. I think it's gonna go higher, but it's not clear either way to me. Pretty 50-50, but right now I think higher is more likely. I wouldn't mind taking a protraction somewhere here, but I need a clean idea. Take care, Drew. Appreciate you coming through. Take care, Drew. Appreciate you coming through. Okay. Short for it at 8 a.m. Interesting. Like textbook December price action right here. People seeing this for the first time. Holy SLA. Oh, you're still in shorts? What's your stop loss? 637? Oh, are you in longs? Oh my god, your SL was 36775. Damn. Just a crossover episode. I'm so excited for next year. I'm really excited for next year too. It's gonna be great. Next year is gonna be great. There's nothing. There's nothing to long off of. Unfortunately, there's no clear imbalances in here. 6-ish model to London highs possible. Dollars weak. I would assume higher. Oh, you got stopped at 637.75. That's tough. I can't lie. Um, Yo, look at those triple equal highs on ES. That's clean. That's clean. That's clean. I can't lie. I have seen some BoJack Horseman. Bias right now, I think it can go up, but I'm I'm in shorts at that IFEG. Which IFEG, bro? I don't see an IFEG. So long from 934 with runners down. Nice. Bias. There's nothing clear, but if I had to pick a side, I would say higher. I'd say the blue line on ES is likely. I don't know how it's gonna get there. That's the tricky part. Maybe 1050 macro. Like if we can get maybe some clean price action like this, you know, and then we trade this final push at 1050 macro protraction model. I would like that. I could take a trade like that. It would have to be inside 1050 macro though. There was a one time it where I was literally, I'm not joking, like I don't know if it was 10 or 15, 20 bucks away, but I did some stupid stuff. Like I entered with like 5 contracts trying to go for 1 point or something like that. Lost, doubled down, lost, doubled down, lost, and then obviously at that point it's over for you. Is it time to full pour with no stop? Of all the days to full pour with no stop, people will be choosing days like this. Think about that for a moment. But if you're trying to take advantage of buy one get one, I get it. To be honest, it's unfortunate. This is buy one get one PA, bro. Alpha knew. They knew. They knew this shit was gonna look like this. How much is buy one get one free? I actually don't know. I haven't done it myself. But you're basically getting like $80 or $70 off. What was it? Someone said yesterday. You're basically just getting like a free eval, pretty much. Free eval. Took one trade, break even. What is the BOGO code? If you want to use my code, GATIE. If you do use my code, let me know. I'll add you into a giveaway. Um, yeah. You also get 10% off. So it's buy one, get one free and 10% off. That's pretty goated, I'd say. Pretty goated. They wanted to see if you could hold for 2 days till after the promo. Yeah, that's what they wanted to see. They're doing a test, bro. They're trying to see who actually saved the account. Real can't. That's funny. The promo. Today's the last day for the promo. Unfortunately. Do you trade full time? I do trade full time. How long have I been doing it? Um, like how long has it been my only? Like how long has I've been doing this and no other job? I quit my job a long time ago, 2 years ago. I wasn't making money 2 years ago. Well, I was, but not that much. How does it work for buy one get one free? You buy a 50K standard with the code, then you get another one added to your dashboard for free. Surprising, I know. It's kind of weird, but it's actually right in the name. Brother, I feel so sad right now. I just lost my account after being so close to passing. I have so many exams these days. I can't even backtest or get better at trading, just losing. Well, there's where you're wrong. There's where you're wrong, unfortunately. You don't have to backtest or trade to improve. In fact, that's probably the last thing you need to do right now. That's probably the last thing you need to do. Is backtest, improve, and that's probably not what it is. You blew the funnel with $100 left. That's painful. You quit the basketball job. Yeah, I quit that a long time ago. Well, I guess like that one I quit like a year ago, but that wasn't really a job. That was like a more of like a gig, you know. How much I gotta make a month to be content? What do you mean by content? If they cut rates, we go down. No, if they cut rates, technically cutting rates means we're bullish, but everyone's already expecting a rate cut. So, you know, is it gonna change much? Maybe not. You know, depends what you mean by content, Jonathan. See what I mean? Like when people ask me a question, I need to ask me specifically. What do you mean by content? I can be content with $0 a month, bro. You know, like what's the minimum where I wouldn't feel like I need to make more? That number doesn't exist either, bro. I always feel like I need to make more. So I don't know. Never content, bro. Never content. Always aim for more. Greed. Not greed, but ambition. The thing is I was so disciplined, had 2 green weeks and had such a profitable model. This week I was so close to started trading emotional. Listen, so you did really good. Why? Don't let the one day make you feel like you traded poorly and you're a bad trader when you had 2 weeks of amazing trading. I wouldn't reactivate Top Step Expect. I would just buy another account. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. You gotta start a business outside trading or related to trading that provides passive income. You're right. Right now, affiliate codes give me some passive income. If only I was bigger. I gotta get like 100K followers, guys, or something. Everyone use my code. I gotta stop doing the cash giveaways, man. You guys are burning me out. I'm joking. You guys are not burning me out. We'll still do cash giveaways. But you still need to pay your activation fee though, so it's not really free. Wait. Oh, you mean the alpha? Yeah, you have to pay for activation fee. What's your monthly income? Depends on the month, brother. Last month, November was good for me, guys. November was my best month all year. Very proud of myself. In general, the last 6 months were pretty good. Oh. How do you decide what trading hours to use? What do you mean what trading hours? What did you change in November? Going into November, I told myself that my main goal was to be more patient. If you were in the live stream every single day, you'll know. If you were in the live stream every day from September and November, you'll know that my main goal was just trying to be more patient. Just being more patient. Patient with the money, patient in the trades, patient with the trade selection. And that made a big difference for me. Electronic to regular. I always trade on electronic, but I look at regular to get a picture of what's happening. I have hit 10K months, yeah. How much percent? On my live account, 10%. Pretty strong push there. Today was break even. Thankfully so. mm, Percentage numbers is hard to give because I'm not only trading a live account, right? I'm getting sometimes payout. Like in November, got a couple of payouts. Blue Guardian worth it? It's really cheap. So if you're lower on finances, it's not a bad idea. Would you do activation or no activation top step? If you can pass in 2 attempts, do no activation. If it's gonna be 3 accounts or more, just do it with activation fee. Which is most people. Most people don't pass every 1 and 2 accounts. So everyone's like, oh woohoo, top step, no activation fee. Bro, be honest. You're not passing in 2 tries. Most of the time at least. Be honest with yourself. The other one's better for you. The eval that's cheaper, it's better for you. Dollar's pumping again, yeah. A tough market. Very tough market. I think dollar's more range bound. Like maybe this is just a range and we stay sideways. We'll see what happens. 1050 macro, 5 more minutes. The blue line on ES, that's my main target. Can you show ES? ES is on my right chart. It's showing. I think you just can't see it. Or maybe come over to YouTube chat. Stop ticking 0.685. What is it with the 1050 macros or something special? There's something special. Let's put it this way. When the morning session, the first hour is not that clean, I expect 1030 open or 1050 to give something clean. Make sense? In general, my highest win rate setup, not model, but setup, is my 1050 macro protraction. It just doesn't mean it makes me the most money, but highest win rate. Because usually it doesn't give you that much risk to reward. So my highest win rate setup is my 1050 macro protraction. I wouldn't take shorts. No, I don't. I wouldn't be able to. We'd have to get a full breaker. If we got a full breaker, then maybe. Back to the short narrative and dollars pumping. Better black? I'm feeling black. Yeah, if we got a full breaker and dollars pumping, 1050 macro, lunch retracement, it would fit the narrative. At that point in time, everything would align. I'm not saying I think it's going to happen, by the way. It's still bullish right now. Can you repeat what you said about Top Step? I was saying everyone got so excited when Top Step released the no activation fees. But in general, the better account to get, the better account, if you're not going to pass in at least 2 tries with Top Step, then don't get the no activation fee account. Just get the activation, get the one with the activation fee. It's cheaper all around. So, and I'm saying that's most people. Most people do not pass in 1 try. I might front run the breaker here. There's a lot of speed. 33-point stop. I'm taking it with 1 micro there. What's up, Osama? This is half R. I'm going to try to add a contract later. So I'm front running the breaker. Attempt number 2 at this short idea. Dollar index moving higher, which is good. ES now displacing lower. Time is better on this trade than the last one. Although, I mean, last one was 950 macro, so there was nothing wrong with it, but we'll see if this macro can deliver the sell side here. I won't even aim for lower than just the sell side. Could be bait, but it fits all my criteria. So if we break below this low, how much lower can we go? Whoops, didn't mean to do that. 2 standard deviations. -1 is right there. First discount array, that's right here. This is a good objective. I may short inside this SIBI. My stop loss can be at right here. Possible we don't go anywhere, but if we do, I'm in a very good position to capture the move and matters. following all the criteria. All right. So entering short breaker. Fair value gap in here, I'd want to see that respected. Stop loss covers the inversion, which is right here. Strong move back up. Looks like we're probably wrong. Looks like we got faked out, to be honest. Dollar doing. Dollar rejecting the 5-minute here, maybe. YM looks good. YM looks bearish. I like how YM looks. It looks like we're wrong. It was a good idea. For a moment there, everything looks pretty good. I won't take another trade, except the minus 0.5R, so it's not bad, right? Not even a full loss. I wouldn't flip bias just because that's tough. But I think Asia highs is pretty possible. Asia high sitting at now. Unless you want to call it a double purge setup, which is possible. Very, very possible. It's something we'll just watch. We definitely got faked out there. It was a good setup. Buy side swept, strong displacement, breaker speed, 1050 macro, retracement idea at that macro time. That's a key time where you anticipate lower prices. We did get an S&T here. Dollar index still could be bullish. It still could play out, to be honest. But I think for now we just watch the next 10, 15 minutes. Mit's message. Have you had that conversation talking with your family about just focusing on trading, making income? Honestly, yeah, I had that conversation too many times. Too many times. Too many times for my liking. I just be doing my own thing now. I would anticipate this to hold, potentially even stay open. But I've been reading it not too cleanly, so we'll just see. Might as well just trade oil. Go Gatie for a free account. It's buy one, get one free. +5 or +10 for what? When are you planning to release the books? What books? The books released, brother. If you had to choose from Funded Next Rapid and Top Step, what's your goal? Easy payout or larger, consistent, larger payouts? I entered fast. Yeah, the model formed fast. Mark the previous day candle as dealing range, but still in discount. You shouldn't be looking for shorts below the 50% of previous day range. That's not a rule that I use. Sounds like that's one of your criteria, not mine. Okay, just blew my accounts again. Got a max payout and basically blew it all on the evals. I'm so upset. Eval cycling is not easy. Let's say that. Let's say that much. It's not an easy line to go down. Well, you guys always ask questions. Then I ask you guys a follow-up question, and nobody answers the follow-up question. Real talks with family about trading and like discussion, not just a 5 or 10 minute combo. Yeah, I know I have. Unfortunately, it's not fun. I've had it with many people. December's only to sleep, not trade. Yeah, I agree, bro. To be honest, it's not a bad idea. ES tap 30-minute FEG. Bullish? Interesting. Yeah, nice. Good read actually. I didn't look. I didn't even look there. Hit or hold longs? I would hold longs. I really think the blue line on ES is gonna get hit. I really think so. Oh, hit or hold? What's the number, bro? This guy said no. JJ, man. JJ, what's happening, bro? You're in this trade long? The long setup looks really good. Just under 2R. We'll watch it. Genuine question, is that normal? I mean, I already had those talks with my parents and forced for me, or it's a very big blessing. That's a great, man. Yeah. No, that's great. Is that normal? What do you mean normal? Use your code twice. Message me on Discord if you use my code. It has to be Discord. You hit? Good job, bro. I hope it pays out. Go long if it's that great. I don't want to really take another trade, to be honest. 0.5R. We're down 0.5R today. I could risk another 0.5. I think I'd rather just walk away with 0.5R loss. You know? Accept the defense. That's a great loss. It's a great loss. Shorting, what happened? I think we're on the wrong side. Hit or hold, I got a 10. Hit it, bro. That's a great hand. Come on, bro. Dealer has a 12. Bro, dealer has a 12 and you have a 10 and you want to hit, bro. Yeah, you could double down. Double down's the real thing. Double down. Double down, son. Who's holding a 10? I think it's because the daily SMT. I think it was just wrong draw, bro. There's also SMT. Oh, the daily SMT lower? Yeah, it's possible. You don't have to overthink it too much, bro, you know? Unless you made a very clear, obvious mistake, or you think maybe you took it out of FOMO or something. I have made middle of last month before New Year, and now that I came so close and failed due to emotion, I feel like shit. But why do you feel like shit? Why does passing an account have to be your, how do you add the free one? Did you get a 50K standard with the code? Now you're good. Hitter hold, I got a 13, dealer has 9. I think statistically speaking, you're supposed to hit. Give me numbers, I know close to every rule. It's a standard account, yes. You gotta get it's 50K standard. You got the 0? Sorry, bro. Sorry, man. I feel like I made it clear, so I'm sorry if I didn't make it clear enough. But Mash. No way bang 21 biweekly payouts? Yeah, that's fine. Listen. Let's be honest. I want to be honest. Are you even getting payouts every single week? Every single 2 weeks? No, man, you're not. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, guys. Let's be honest. The people, I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you. The people out there who be complaining, oh, bi-weekly payouts. Bro, you don't even get a payout every 3 months. Forget bi-weekly, you know? Type shit. What matters is how easy is the payout to get. That's what matters. How easy is the payout? And Alpha Standard is the easiest payout. Bi-weekly is good. Yeah, you get paid twice a month. 3 accounts twice a month. That's 6. If they make it 5, that's 12. 2 times, or I don't know, something like that. How much is max payout? 15,000 per account. Anyone know if basic plan for TradeZilla is enough? It is enough. If you plan to just backtest and that's all you want, you can get the basic plan. That's fine. I don't think the age matters. CPI method is really good to pass evals, yeah. It's worth it. It's worth doing it, to be honest. As long as the firm supports it. Do you think younger people? Yeah, it's fine. Good job, Lori. Proud of you, man. How easy is payout with on the next? It's easy, but if you want multiple payouts on the same account, it's not easy. You have to build a buffer, aka. So like if you make 1,000, you request 1,000, you lose the account. But the payout was easy. The $1,000 is easy. So, but if you're gonna use funded next, you might as well just use alpha standard, bro. I'll be honest. Doesn't really make sense, in my opinion. Do you have a main bias, and if so, how do you decide that? Yes, do I have a main bias? My higher time frame weekly bias is bullish, based on the order flow and the weekly power of 3, which has not unfolded yet. So based on the order flow, this daily inversion fair value gap in my weekly outlook, I anticipate that to be held. You know what? Maybe I should implement, guys. It's free eval right away. Like as soon as you buy a 50K standard, you get a free one right after. Thinking about implementing. We'll figure that out later. Never mind. I'll figure it out. I use power of 3 and order flow. That's it. That's how I get my bias every day. I use alpha standards. Yeah, I use alpha standards personally. I'm thinking about implementing like only trading with my weekly bias on days like this. You know, like why am I counter trend trading today? Nah, I think it was good. Nah, I still really like it, to be honest. The fact that we haven't taken out sell side is bueno. I think I was just on wrong side. It's too iffy. It's too like I shouldn't be thinking about that right now. That's something I look at the end of the month. But we can't scalp on alpha like 30-second chart. You can trade 30-second chart. How can I use alpha in Europe, Romania? Yeah, I printed bullish one. Like this was just that was your Judas swing, and that's it. You know, I didn't see that at the time. S&T at previous day's low. This is probably your low of week right here. It's possible. Anyways, objective is blue line on ES. I think blue line on ES is very. I don't want to say likely to get hit, but I think likely to get hit. You know, I think it's pretty likely to get hit. Boom, 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 boom. Any entries? No. I mean, we're tape reading this. Feel like NQ daily gap will be the first target before dumpage. Yeah, I had that labeled up here as well for a weekly target. Potential 1050 macro protraction model. Are we gonna get a protraction model? Uh, there isn't any gap besides this 1 minute one. I would maybe take it, to be honest. What's the risk to reward? It's not the best risk to reward. 1.5 R. I mean, that's not the best. 1.5 R is not the best, but I think it delivers something like that. It's more than 1.5 on Nasdaq. It's on Nasdaq. It's 2.5, but the drawn liquidity is not up here. Not for me, at least. There's nothing wrong with not having an entry. I don't think you have to chase having an entry. think ES delivers a target here. Yeah, how can I use alpha in Europe, Romania? Is it banned? If it's banned, I don't think there's much you can do, brother. In which case, I would just see what's the best option for Romania. Look at Funded Next, Take Profit Trader, Top Step. Any of those, are all great options still. A dollar saved is a dollar earned. Yes, sir. I like that quote. Dollar saved is a dollar earned. Oh, it's gonna go probably straight to TP here on ES. Apex, yeah. Apex is fine. Alpha's the best. I'm Romanian too. Alpha is the best, but if you can't use it, don't let that hold you back. What's interesting is dollar was. I guess we should have looked at this higher time frame on dollar in general. It was bullish, pretty much though. That's what kind of tripped us up this day. It was just a run higher on dollar towards that premium array. But I guess you know what? Like if dollar stops here, it would make sense. Dollar goes up into premium, sets up the long for Nasdaq. You know, feels boring. I think that's great. If you're flat on the day, well done, well done, well, well done. Can you please read my message so I can go to sleep? Yes. I will finish exams the 25th. You think at this point I should hit the pause button, go focus on my exams, and get back to it after I finish, especially after the huge improvements I made? You should read a book. That's what you should do. Pause button on trading? Sure. You should still tape read or at least journal every day. Price live price action, meaning go back and journal what happened, you know, and then you should read a book. So break on trading, sure, that's fine. You don't have to trade, but I would read a book, and still journal price action. Gaddy, what trade copier? I use Trade Copia, and I think it's $50 per month. Just kind of want to see what happens these next couple of minutes. Good plan, brother. I think that's a good plan. Not trying to pocket watch, but how much did you make last month? Sounds like you're trying to pocket watch, bro. I'll be honest. How much did I make? I did make 5 figures last month in total. I can say that much. The only reason I don't like talking about how much money I made is because it adds a lot of pressure. Because then if I have a bad month, um, then I have to deal with all the people saying, "Oh, why this? Why that?" I'm just here to trade, man. I'm just here to trade. Count the capital. Sorry, I don't know that. I don't know that language. I speak English, brother. Not sure what you're trying to say. Yeah, that's how you get goons knocking at your door. Listen, I'll be honest. I actually give away so much money, probably more than I should. Um, I don't make like an insane amount of money that I would be worried. But if I keep giving people tabs on how much money I make, safety becomes a concern, bro. It actually becomes a concern. I don't want to be known for making a lot of money. I don't want to be known for making a lot of money. You'll never listen. I don't have anything crazy to flex, but if I did, I wouldn't be flexing. Let's just say that much. If I had a crazy car, house, watches, I could have it all. You'll never see me post that shit. Ever. Hopefully. Maybe that'll change. I don't know. Maybe if I become super rich, maybe I'll change. But from where I stand right now, hopefully I don't change. Because I don't want that. Mm. It just invites a lot of hate, and I don't need it. The whole purpose of getting that stuff is supposed to be for you to enjoy it. If you're getting the enjoyment from other people, you shouldn't be buying it at that point. In my opinion, is silver tradable? Of course, you can trade silver. You may want to be on a higher time frame because there's not that much liquidity intraday, but you can trade it. Black or red? I'm feeling red right now. Feeling red. Somehow JD seems to be up 600 bucks. There you go, bro. Can you show the time at the bottom of the chart, please? We'll really appreciate that. Um, I can do my best. I will work. I'll see if I can move things around. I'll get back to you. This guy just gambling, bro. ES about to reach the target, I think. And we can call it a session. What are you gonna do the rest of the day? Uh, spend time with my girlfriend today. Should be a fun day. Watch the basketball game later. NBA Cup. No, today we're down half R. One break even, one half loss. May trade lunch. I may trade lunch. You a Heat fan? I ain't gonna lie, bro. Hell nah. Not even a little bit. Can't even pretend to be a Heat fan, if I'm being honest. Did you want shorts too? I did want shorts, yeah. Alright, watching this deliver, then we can call it a session. I mean, if you were bullish and you waited till 1050 macro, did anyone take this 1050 macro long? If you were bullish and you just waited till 1050 macro, that's pretty clean, man. Can't lie. Pretty clean. Gatie was right. Gatie's always right. Yeah, I didn't believe in it either. I thought dollar was weak. Or sorry, strong. I was wrong. Dollar's weak. Very premium. Honestly, I was going against the higher time frame, and I think that's where I just went wrong for the most part. Again, you can't shoot too many times, bro. It's about precision. What NBA team do you like? I like the Detroit Pistons, and then obviously Toronto. I'm from Toronto, so I like Toronto. You don't really have a Toronto accent? Thankfully not, brother. What time you took to learn ICT? I'm still learning. Nah, not really still learning. Now I'm learning from myself. When did I stop actively watching ICT videos? I mean, the whole journey took a long time, but I started making money after like 6 months, three months of ICT. I got my first payout. No, no, that's not true. 6 months. So I started learning September, got my first payout March. So September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 7 months when I first started learning ICT. That's how much it took me to take money from the marketplace. Do what you want with that information. See you later, brother. Which NBA team do you like, man? Don't say Miami. Don't say the Miami Heat. How many payouts did you wait until you went full time? I went full time from day one. No job, just savings. Went all in. Do you not think longs are valid to lend? No, it is valid. It's very valid. I just don't want to risk anymore on the day. That's all. First payout was with Top Step, 2023. Sorry, March 2024. You like Tim Hortons? Yes. Miami Heat. I'm from Miami. I mean, you're valid, bro. I feel like Miami could have. I don't know, man. They gotta do some recruiting, bro. Miami's a crazy state, but the Dolphins and the Heat. I don't know, man. They have the people, but they just don't be winning, bro. Brampton on top. Never say that shit. Don't say that shit in my chat, bro. There. All right. There's the target on ES. So, uh, we can journal now. So, in hindsight, obviously, um, Asia high hit on ES. Put it right here. That way. 1050 macro. I would say delivered. The only good setup, in my opinion, hindsight, obviously I was not bullish at the time, was this inversion fair value gap. Would it have even given you decent enough risk to reward? Not even 1R yet, just maybe now. But in hindsight, that's your 1050 macro protraction model. This model's so good, bro. 1050 macro. Um, 1050 macro protraction. We'll see if NQ wants to hit the buy side there. Similar setup to yesterday. Just to do the swing and then the rally. You just had to be bullish, unfortunately. What I do want to annotate specifically today is the time in which dollar hit the daily volume imbalance, which is 10:07. So at 10:07, where is price action here? 10:07. DXY goes into deep premium, daily, SIBI, high, flash, daily, VI. So at 10:07, I want to make a note that that's when dollar entered deep premium. Thank you. I want to make a note on that. And that's pretty much all I want to do for the most part. Pretty clean buy model. Yeah, not much more. You want to put in the NAT. You can see once we got to org, we started respecting org. Note org sensitivity after it flips. And that's it. That's a good study. So that's all I need for my study today. We're gonna copy that image. Down 0.5R on the day, but pretty content with my trading. Down minus 0.5R. On the wrong side. It's pretty clear now. Pretty clear now. After the fact. Good risk management. We live for FOMC. That's our big dog day tomorrow. So that journal's posted. I appreciate you guys coming through the live stream. I will see you guys live tomorrow. PM session. Not the morning session tomorrow. PM session. Because tomorrow is FOMC press conference. Tomorrow, we live for FOMC. I'm sleeping in tomorrow morning. We're trading the afternoon session tomorrow. So tomorrow at around 2 p.m. double stream. There's really no point because I wouldn't even trade an eval. Like tomorrow's like a hard no trade rule. Period. You know? Maybe small percent chance if I change my mind, we can do a little bit of back testing in the morning session. That can be a possibility. But I'd honestly rather just record a backtesting I'm working on a series, backtest session series. So I have to record that, and that's like me dialed in, really good trading. You know. No, I didn't catch the 1050 long, unfortunately. Quite unfortunate. Well, I opted out of it, but I did see it. I just didn't want to risk anymore. So unfortunate. the one we opt out of played out. Well, no, it's not unfortunate, right? It's very good actually, but top advice to get first payout. First ever payout, I'd recommend first things first, use Alpha Zero. Step one. Step two, have you seen my video on how to get a payout with Alpha Zero the easiest way possible? Realistically, the standard's even easier though, if I'm being honest. Um, Advice on first payout. I'll give it to you guys right now. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys. First payout. You haven't gotten your first one. First of all, don't be hard on yourself and don't be an asshole to yourself. You have to allow yourself to make mistakes. That's how you get better. This is what I would personally recommend. This is like what I would tell my son. Like, son, this is what you're gonna do, and you're not gonna do anything else. 50K standard account. Okay. Alpha. I know on social media I always say the zero because it's cheaper, but this is what I would tell my son. With my own sense of the advice I would give him. Okay? Eval phase. One trade per day. Max $500 risk. This should be enough to pass, I'd say, at least 1 and 2. This allows you, so if you win a couple of trades, you pass the account. If you lose, you blow the account. This is what I would do. You're going to aim for anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 on your take profit, risking 500, okay? I'm going to add one more thing here. Pyramiding is key. I'll say pyramiding makes it a lot easier. This is what you're going to do, okay? That's what I would do. You get 1 trade per day. Do you know why it's 1 trade per day? Because I know my son. I know him. Yeah. He's going to blow that shit if he trades more than 1. Yeah, standard qualified has better rules, but it's more expensive. Like, be honest. You're going to lose and you're going to tilt and you're not going to be able to even execute properly. 1 trade per day holds you accountable to only take the best setups. Okay? Funded account. Okay? Listen closely. It does not. It literally does not get easier than this. Okay? Listen closely. 2 trade per day max. So let's separate these two things. Hold on. This is what I would tell my son. No joke. Guys, it does not. This is the easiest from all the prop firms, all the space, the easiest payout from across. There's nothing you can do more than this for an easy payout. Okay? What you're gonna do, you don't even forget this rule. It's what you're gonna do. 1, you're gonna risk $150 max. Okay? Max. I'll say 200 max. Okay, you know what? Let's make this simple. Risk $100 to $200 max. It's flexible. It's flexible, but no more than $200. Okay? Target, listen closely. Anywhere from 100 to 200. MNQ, yes. Only micros. You see this? You're going to risk 100 to 200. Your target is going to be 100 to 200. This is for the first payout. The first one. Okay? Anywhere from 1 to 1 or 1 to 2. That's it. Okay? That's it. Max loss per day equals $200. So if you want to risk 200, you get 1 trade. If you want to risk 100, you can do 2 trades. Okay? That way, listen closely. If you risk $100 and you lose, and then you risk $100 and you hit a 2R, you hit your target, which is $100. Target is optional between $100 to $200. And this is the advice I would give my son. Obviously, you can change any of this, but this is for my son. This is what I'm going to tell him to do. No jokes. No jokes. Okay? Payout equals once you are positive 3 trades. That's all you have to do. You got to be positive 3 trades. That's it. Positive 3 trades. You can do it. You can do it. You can lose 5 and win 8. You can lose 2, win 5. Pyramiding is adding into a position while moving your stop loss, so your target for 1500 becomes easier, less. This is what I would do. For 0 accounts, I would risk 200 and aim for 200. Or like same thing, I would do the same thing on the 0 account. Okay, let's note. If you are on 0, aim for $200 per day. That has to be fixed. You need 5 days. That's the only difference. On the standard, you can do it in 3. Take this into consideration, guys. This is so simple. You can take 1R trades. You just need 3 1R wins. Silver bullet setup. What model am I going to give him? I'm going to give him one model. Silver bullet or 1050 macro protraction. Standard, it's not that, so there's no minimum 3 days, but that is the minimum you can do it in. That's it. This is it right here. It will never be easier than this. Ever. And most of you probably will not even do this. That's the crazy part. How much can you request on the 0 account after 5 days? You can only request $500 per account. So if you have 3 accounts, you could do 500. That would leave you with $1,500 left. Only these models. This is the advice I would give my son. So I'm not saying you get. This is not advice for you guys. But someone asked me what's the best advice. This is my best advice. This is my best advice. Pyramiding is adding into a trade. You don't need 14 trading days. No. So what's gonna happen is you have, doesn't matter how much time it takes, but to be honest, but once you get positive 3 trades, let's just say hypothetically you go on a 3 win streak. You make $200, $200, $200. Okay? You're up $600 on the account. You're not gonna trade anymore. You're gonna wait until your payout and you're gonna request it. You're gonna request a $600 payout. If you have 3 accounts, that's $1,800. That's not bad. That's not bad on 3 accounts. Does the maximum loss limit stay at 2K after you go 2K over 50K? Your maximum loss will be set to 0. So if you make a $2,000 buffer, you have a $2,000 buffer. 3 positive trades in a day? No, it doesn't have to be 1 day. It can be a month. But once you're up on the account, remember your target is 100 to 200. So if you're up $300 from 3 positive trades, you need 3 winning trades. You get what I'm saying? You're going to have 10 losses, 13 wins. That's net 3 wins. As long as your wins are between 100 and 200. This will guarantee you make consistency. That's why this is why I'm phrasing it this way. What I'm giving you guys here is the easiest way to meet consistency. That's what this is. The BOGO deal, get a 50K standard, put in the code, you get another one free. This is the advice I would give my son. Straight up. Anything else being added? What do you mean? There's no minimum trading days for standard. It's 2 activations. No, you gotta pay activation for both if you pass both. Anyways, I appreciate you guys coming through the live stream. I will see you guys live tomorrow. Afternoon session. Take care. Stay safe. Peace.